What is up, people? Mr. Fallio here, bringing you another video. So, interview's over. It's now nighttime. I'm getting ready to go to bed. So, what happened? Well, I got I got in the place that. By the way, if you don't know, if you didn't see a while ago, before I said that I worked for Uber Eats. While I was working for Uber Eats, I never said that I was working for them. The reason why is because some people on the internet tend to take things way too far and try to ruin people's lives for no reason other than that they think it's funny. So they will literally try to find ways of how to ruin somebody's life, just because they don't like them on the internet. So that's the only reason why I don't say where I work whenever I get a job. So anyway, even though I've only worked at two places so far, but anyway, I went in this place of business, and I got inside 8 minutes before. Would have been even earlier, but I wound up having to use the bathroom last minute. Anyway, uh, so I got in 8 minutes before. I and went up to the counter and said, well, I was going to say that I was there, but there was a customer in front of me in a motorized scooter, and he wound up ordering every single lottery ticket and scratch off ticket that they had. And by the time he was done, it was 2 minutes past the time that my interview was supposed to be. But that's okay. I told her that I was here for an interview. She said, okay, just a second. Uh, and then the manager comes out and shakes my hand and says, just give me a couple minutes, because he was still with somebody, interviewing somebody else. So while I was waiting, the same guy, the guy on the motorized scooter, then goes and buys every single scratch off ticket in the other thing. So I genuinely hope that he wins something, because that was a lot of money that he spent. Anyway, afterwards, the lady that he was interviewing leaves, and then the manager had to go talk to a worker or whatever afterwards, and then he comes back and he calls me in, and then he starts asking me the typical questions like, why do you want to work here, name something that you've done to go above and beyond customer service, and name a time that you were in a team and you did good working in a team. So I gave the team example I gave was at the pizza place, when we were really booked, and it was just me and one other pizza delivery guy, and we had four orders already ready to go, and there was still more cooking in the oven. Um, and typically, the way that it works is that you're supposed to take whichever customer ordered first is the one to go first. But if we would have done that, I would have took two that went one way and then the complete opposite way, and then he would have took two that went one way and the complete opposite way. So instead, because I knew some of the addresses, so instead I had him take two that were both near each other, and I took two that were both near each other. That way we'd both be done faster and we could be back for the other orders. That was a good team example, I think. Hopefully he thought the same. And then to give an example of great customer service, I gave an example of when I was in a store one time. Um, there was a guy that didn't had never really goes shopping. Um, so he went shopping, for his family. I don't know. I think it was like his parents and his, I don't know what else. But he was older than me. I know that. But he acted like it was his first time in a store. But he asked me like, "Oh, where could you help me? Where's this?" And so I went down the aisle and I showed him, and then he's like, "Oh, do you know where this is?" And then eventually, like, I wound up helping him through his entire list, even though I didn't even work there. But that was a good customer service thing, and I didn't even work there. Um, and then he had me, which surprised me. I did not expect this. He had me follow him. He said that we're going to talk to a couple workers, um, and I'm just going to talk to the workers, each individually, to see how my customer service talk is, or like see how I am in general. And he wound up only being able to find one worker that wasn't like already with a customer or busy or whatever. And so I mean, it's kind of hard to string up a conversation out of nowhere. There was literally no topic to go on or anything. I literally had to just start up a conversation. Now, in general, that's already difficult, but me, as an introvert, that's even more difficult, especially when he also seemed like an introvert, because whatever I said, it was like he would answer and follow up a little bit, but then it would just stop, and then I would have to say something else, like, so it was like the closed ended answers type of thing instead of leaving it open ended in order to continue a conversation. Um, but I guess that turned out okay. And then he took me back in the office because he couldn't find anybody else. Um, and then uh, he was finishing the rest of the whatever it was, and then he's like, "Okay, I guess we're done." And then he's like, "So I want to hire you," just like that. He just says, "I want to hire you," and he gave me a paper. It said, "Welcome to the team," and he said to expect an email, either today, because it was Saturday. It's now past midnight, so now it's Sunday, or Monday, because the weekends are a little weird. So he said probably Monday, to expect an email of what to do next, which would most likely be the drug test. Um, and then I just wait until the background check is completed, if it wasn't already. I don't know. Like, you would think that they probably already did some type of background check before they even called me in for an interview. Um, but that one says on the paper, it says that could take 5 to 10 days for the background check to be done. But then after that, then I can start working there. So I've been debating whether or not to keep that a surprise as in the title or not. I'm trying to think whether to just say I was hired and just say it right away in the title, or to just leave it a surprise for those of you that actually watch my videos and care about what I say in my videos. Then only you guys will know. But I'll probably then say it later on in the title that says I was hired, watch this video, or something like that. I don't know. But now, so far, now only you guys, the ones that finish watching my videos, or at least watch longer than 2 minutes or less, like half the people that watch my videos. It says that the average time length of my videos, watch time, is like 2 minutes and 20 seconds, or like something like that. So they just click on the video and then click off. Um, I mean, if they're doing that and clicking like before they click off, I'm fine with it. If they just click on and click off, I don't know why they would, but if they just click on and like the video and then click off, I'm fine with it. At least they liked the video. At least it helped me in some way. But yeah, so now you guys know. The very few of you that do actually watch my video all the way through or most of the way through, you guys know I was hired. Now, my fear moves on from am I going to get hired to am I going to do a good job, make a good first impression and all that. Because I always have some type of fear. I just don't want to mess up, you know what I mean? Like I just want to do good. I want to do good, you know? Like this is an actual job with actual hours that isn't related to family. Like the first one was my stepdad at the pizza place. I had the hours and stuff and doing the delivery and all that. And then the second job was Uber Eats, which you're basically working for yourself because you make your own hours and all that. But now it's hours and a place that I do not know anybody. So this is me branching out and being in my own thing that I've never been in before. So this should be interesting. I really hope I do well. I applied for a position that I think I would do well at. And yeah, we'll see. I really hope that things go well. I really do. I have high hopes for this, and I just hope that it goes well. And yeah. So I was hired. I technically don't have a job yet, but I was hired for the job. So very soon. Yeah. So maybe I can go to the Halloween place as a guest instead of a worker. Because the Halloween place was going to be backup in case I can't get this job. Because the Halloween place is both part-time and temporary. So that was just a backup just in case I can't get anything else. I can at least have that. But now I might actually be able to go there as a guest instead. So that should be fun, hopefully. And hopefully everything turns out well so that I could, because that'd be fun. And eventually I want to be able to pay back the people that helped me with my GoFundMe. If GoFundMe actually lets me do that. I don't see why they wouldn't, but you never know. Because I really want to... I said that anybody that helps me out with the GoFundMe, because we were in a bad spot, even though we weren't given that many donations, it still wound up being $100. And $100 didn't really go that far in terms of what we owe. It still helped. And I do want to help those people by paying them back as long as GoFundMe allows me to. So as soon as I am able to have enough in savings to where the $100 would be okay to pay back, I will, because I'm a man of my word. I said I didn't know how long it was going to take to pay it back, but I will pay it back if GoFundMe allows me to. So my backup plan is that if GoFundMe doesn't allow me to, I might just donate to somebody else's GoFundMe instead as my backup, because if they don't let me refund, I can at least pay it forward and donate to somebody else's GoFundMe that needs it. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.